Hello. I think we're doing it. I think this actually is happening. Finally, 3 white guys have got into a room and decided to talk about shit.
That is nuts.
Thank hallelujah, we've done it.
Oh, that was one of the biggest battles I've ever been. That was one of the biggest walls I have ever faced in my life.
I knew it would be a bad idea if we got chogged before doing it.
Yeah, that was so much harder than we could
That
do.
was the fact. It was the only thing that made me feel vindicated in it. Was the only thing was that guy didn't have a fucking clue either. I was so fucking glad when he got here. And it just and it took him ages, and he was just like, when he said straight off the rip, something was well, that's nice.
To be honest with you, I thought that he was going to leave like quite soon after he initially started talking to us.
How long do you reckon he was?
I think he's been here for about 10, 15 minutes. I didn't think he was going to do that level of support. He gave us a little talk at the end. It was incredible.
Yeah, you can tell he
loves it.
Yeah.
Fuck me, there's so much to know, and we don't know fucking anything.
I still can't tell if this is coming through the headphones or not.
It should be coming through your headphones.
It's coming through. Do you want to try mine to compare? Just quickly.
Right, they're swapping no, they're not swapping places. They're putting on their headphones.
Yes, that definitely is.
So that is, and yours isn't. Try the other pair.
No. Oh, I can tell that mine is mine.
Matt, try that pair, because I don't think he had that pair working.
Whoa, so you in this microphone, do you reckon, Matt?
Might be. Wow.
Oh,
the mics are synced
The
up.
mics are fine. It's just whether those
This is
headphones can
perfect.
work. Do those headphones work? Can you hear me through those now?
Yeah, I think that's
Talk
right.
into this microphone and see if that sounds really
Yeah,
close up.
Oh, I'm hearing
The
myself
mic's
coming
fine.
back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you should hear.
I think that's better. I think that was the problem.
I think this is time, lads. I think we should.
Fucking
I think it's
hell.
time to start the podcast.
Jesus,
First
this is
ever.
bonkers.
So the date today is the 4th of October, 2024. My name is Lewis Bartram. I'll be the main host of this podcast today. And, this is my birthday present from my 2 best friends, Matt and Max. This is the most fucking class thing ever, and I've wanted to. We've talked about doing this millions and millions of times, and finally, 3 white guys have decided to get together and just talk about stuff. Just really go for it and just really talk. So thank you, lads.
This is such a
You're
good.
very welcome,
Thank
mate.
you.
Very welcome. The whole experience of that was fucking nuts.
I know.
Just I couldn't believe it when we walked through the door there.
Mate, yeah. How they've packed so much into
Yeah.
that little building over the road is nuts.
Yeah. The fact that we've lived across the road from this building
Yeah.
for so fucking long, for like 2 years,
Yeah.
and I've never known what it's like inside, and now I will look at it and I know
know.
what it's like.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And I thought from the outside it was a bit of a shithole, but
Yeah.
now I completely get what they're going for with it.
This room is incredible. Look at the ceiling. Look at the lights on the ceiling and all the corners and everything. This is supposed to like
It's
make
fucking
you feel a sort of
professional,
way, man. This
It's
is relaxed.
interesting that there's nothing on the walls.
No.
It is completely. It's nothing.
I
It's the
don't think
most
I've ever
neutral
stepped
room.
into a room where the sound just immediately changes. Like it was like walking into a cushion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We're used to it now because we've just forgotten what it's like the other way. But I think when we step
Yeah.
out the door, it's gonna feel.
Absolutely insane.
It's like those rooms that are so quiet that you can hear your own blood flowing around your body.
That's not a thing.
It's a thing. No, you can. People can't go
Dark
insane.
room and
It-
start
no,
that.
no, this is real. This is actually real. Have you seriously not heard this?
You can hear your
Own blood flowing around your whole body.
That is
That's
not
bad.
Yeah, you can, and people can't stay in there for too long, or you actually go mental. You lose your mind.
No.
That's true. But that's actually
Is that
genuine.
your heart beating? Do you mean your
You
blood?
can hear the blood flow around your body.
No,
You can
okay,
hear
there's a
the-
difference. There's a difference here between sometimes when you lie in bed you can hear your heartbeat. That's one
No,
thing.
this room you can hear your blood washing around
What,
you.
like a river? It sounds
Yeah,
like a
it's like
river.
a sort of wishy-washy. Yeah, it's
No
that bad.
fucking way.
They've got
Not a
rooms.
fucking
I think it
chance.
might be in Sweden or Switzerland, the world's most quiet room. Yeah, you can't, and it's.
That
yeah.
sounds like somewhere they put fucking psychopaths.
Oh well, it would be a good torture method. Yeah, imagine if they said, right, you got to do 15 hours in that.
Jesus.
Would you
Well, but then we were saying when we walked in here, we said it sounded sick.
yeah.
Yeah, it does. Sound
It sounds
nice.
cool.
Do you
And
think
my blood's
that
not flowing right now.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think the world's quietest room would be really dark or really light? What do you think? The world's most quiet room, would it be white or would it be dark?
I'm giving it white, I reckon.
Bit more emptiness to the white, is there?
It's just nothing.
What's scarier?
the white.
The white's scarier
in a
than the
weird
black.
Sort of way.
Because
I
at least
don't
with the
know.
dark, you can just kip it a bit. Do you know what I mean? Would you
Yeah.
rather be in a vast expanse of white or a vast expanse of black?
I'm giving it white, I think. I'm giving it white. Because, you know, when you see, like in TV show, when you see people in a vast expanse of white, it's never that bad.
No.
They're always just, like, in a computer.
Yeah.
It's like heaven
Whereas
as
if
well.
it was
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
black,
Yeah.
oh, nah.
You can't
fuck
see
that.
anything.
If ever heaven is on the TV, it's white. It's never, you never
is,
see it
yeah.
black.
It is, yeah. And they always, yeah, you're right, Max. In movies, they always make the inside of a computer white. Like if you're in the
Yeah.
computer, like or in a microchip or in a wire, it's always a white background to represent
Yeah.
electricity.
I don't know why. They're cracking a heaven on it, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
You got to go white.
Anyone for black then, or are we all on white?
I'm cracking a white on it.
There you go, 3 Ben Whites, perfect. Anyway, on to the next section of the podcast. Moving swiftly on.
This is ideal, I'd say.
That big bugger up there.
You don't want it. That's if you're a Stephen Bartlett. You're under that light. You're
never
not kicking back
ever
like I
put
am.
the big light on. That is the one rule. I
I think
think
Gary Neville puts the big light on.
he does actually strike me as a big light fucker. Yeah.
Do you
Living
reckon?
room.
You don't
with
reckon he's
big
just got a bit...
French doors, massive French doors onto where he's got. He has so many lights on in his living room that it lights up his garden without having like an actual outside
Yeah,
light
it's
on.
not good.
Yeah.
That's what Gary Neville would have. Gary
Really?
Neville pulls into his drive and just doesn't turn his car off. He just leaves it running. He's got like a massive Maserati. That is libelous because he is still alive, and that is an accusation.
No,
but-
wait, hold on. The accusation there
Is that yeah?
was that Gary Neville leaves his lights on and leaves his
Yes.
car on.
He's
I
a-
don't think that's a crime to accuse someone of always leaving their lights on.
I think you could split people out into big light on people and put the lamp on. I think you could.
100%, but
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
who's a big light is a fucking psychopath.
I don't know if we could use other names, but Adam Wakeling, our friend from university,
Oh, he's a big light lad.
light
Was
lad.
he a big light? I don't remember.
Always had that big fucking light on. Playing FIFA,
No.
playing FIFA with the big light on.
Do you know what though? I reckon he did it out of spite. I reckon he knew we hated it, and he just did it out of
He
spite.
knew that you were paying a third of the energy.
Yeah,
Big light. Just to
I-
walk in.
I couldn't live with one. I couldn't live with one. That would be pretty much the worst
Yeah.
trait in a housemate. We should have asked Jimmy
yeah.
before he moved in.
How did we?
We
not
should have
think?
been.
Yeah.
Important question. Are you big light or little
Are
light?
you a big light lad or
He-
not?
If he's a big light lad and he comes into your gaff though, he's gonna have to just change, isn't he?
Yeah.
He can't come
Well,
into your gaff.
he's made a
and
light.
start being
He's made a light play in the lounge. He's
Really?
moved the blue lamp to the dining table.
Yes.
I think it works.
I like
Yeah, I
it.
quite
Yeah,
like it.
I
I
actually
think it
like it.
works.
It's you used it the other day. I remember.
Yeah.
And it's a nice balance of light between the far right corner, the tall
Yeah.
lamp, and then on the other side, the light is so much more balanced. When it was on that little side table, I never turned it on because it was
Oh,
too
And it was
bright
a
while you're
fuckery
watching
to
the
get
TV.
down the back of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think accessibility of the switch is a massive,
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
very important point in a lamp,
Definitely.
in a lamp
Yeah,
placing.
definitely.
It pisses me off a bit. The one in the corner pisses me off a bit that the plant is in front of it.
Sometimes
It's
I
a
kick.
slightly tricky stamp.
Yes.
You'd ideally want it a bit easier. I
But
reckon.
the trickiest stamp doesn't make it as obvious that there's a little button there. It looks more like an ornament.
Mm.
I think it looks like an
I know what you're
ornament
saying.
still.
My biggest problem with the lamp in the corner is that when you're watching the telly with it on,
Yeah.
you're kind of getting the glare from two things.
Mhm.
Whereas if it was out the way to the left, then you just get the light without having
Yeah.
the bulb staring at you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good though.
It's a
It's
good
really
lamp.
good.
We bought that in Stockwell 5 years ago. That's me and
But yeah,
Baz.
fucking hell, it's been since it's like the first month that we moved to London, that lamp.
Couple of lamps in that. Genuinely, there's been a couple of bulbs, and even
Remember
at one
that time
point
Millie fucked it?
she stamped on the stamper.
She came
yeah,
home.
some girl.
She
Yeah.
came home, hammered from the fucking
Mhm.
out with the girls. She
Yeah.
came back. She had like 3 other girls. Me and Lou
Mhm.
were in there pretty much. Lou had his nightie on.
Dressing
dressing
gown.
gown, sorry.
Dressing gown, not nightie. I don't wear a nightie to bed. I never have. I'd like to put on the record. Long pajamas and dressing
He
gown.
did, Matt,
He's a long John lad.
The
isn't he?
other night, Matt, he came down for the first time of the winter in the long ones, and I said to him,
Matt's laughing.
I said,
I don't know what.
I said to him, it's time, is it? And he's like, and we had this conversation, Matt. I was like, fucking hell, time fun, is it? And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, man, it was freezing last night. You've got to have your long ones on. And I said, well, yeah.
I'm loving the long jammies at the moment, bro. They're
M&S,
so
isn't it? I
nice.
bet it's
M&S.
M&S.
It's,
He's the most loyal M&S man I've ever met.
you're right. You're right. And
Even the tux.
even the
The
tuxedo
tux,
was from Marks and
Work
Spencer.
trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it in there. I do like my. I think. Yeah, my mum has influenced me into liking M&S.
There's a bit of class to
It's
it.
There
a good.
is.
It's nice. But yeah, what were we saying? Okay, and welcome back after that small interlude of chalky brownie and juice. We're back in, and we're going to be doing the voice note section now. Thank you everyone for your submissions as well. We really appreciate this. So the first one is from Sophie Sykes. First one to drop us a message. Thank you, Sophie. Let's have a listen. This is Sophie.
Hey boys, I hate the sound of my voice, so I've written this on Word.
Fuck's sake.
I'd like to ask you what your take is on the current conflict in Adurant. Joking, that's a fictional place I googled from Lord of the
Wait,
Rings.
roll it back, roll it back, roll it back.
Question is if you could rewind to
What is
Oh
going
my
on?
god, this is an absolute head fuck.
She's fucking with us here.
She's done us. This is good.
What the fuck?
Hey boys, I hate the sound of my voice.
This is
so
from the
I've
beginning.
written this on Word. I would like to ask you what your take is on the current conflict in Adurant.
Conflict,
Joking,
pause.
That's a fictional place I googled
So, current
from Lord of
conflict,
the
we're opening with a
Rings.
joke.
Instead,
Fictional place.
my question is if you could rewind to being 5 again, what would be your ideal day? Good luck
Whoa.
with the pod. Soph.
Oh,
Whoa, that is a good
That's
question.
lovely. She fucked with us in the first half.
Oh
And she
god,
got us fair play. I was fucking thrown.
fuck. That is, Sophie, good question.
Very good question.
Whoa.
Mm.
Oh damn.
I've got more insight on this than I would have done because I've spent so much time with Freddie
Yeah.
recently. Now I've got a much better idea.
Yeah.
It's so jokes. Like
Yeah.
hanging out with a kid and just seeing like how his brain works and stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking back like that was me when I was that age.
Yeah.
Stripped down.
Because you sort of remember it a little bit, don't you?
Yeah. There's those sort of they're like faint memories now. The little flashbacks
Yeah.
back from when I was 5, and there are some magnum moments in my 5-year-old life. Yeah. Fucking hell.
So, what does the day look like?
What? On a little side note here, before we get into it, just to delay things even further. What's the difference between when Freddie's 5? How different will he be to how he is now? Is a 5-year-old's brain basically what we're saying there? You just want to fucking kick a ball about and play all day long.
You just want to run, don't you? Yeah.
Literally, I swear, I see him maybe once every 3 months,
Yeah.
and the change is fucking noticeable.
Really?
It's nuts.
That's
I
crazy.
swear down, every time I see him, I think he is taller than the last time I saw him.
Fucking hell.
And I guess it makes sense because if you think about it, imagine you just see me. You see me, you say good night, Baz. I wake up in the morning and I'm 5'9" or 5'10". You would notice it straight away.
Yeah.
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 And I mean, Freddie's not growing like 2 inches a month,
Yeah.
but I do notice it.
And
I
it's
really
even more
do.
noticeable on a small person as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And also every time, his sentence structure and the things that he says, complex questions. It's
Really?
nuts.
That
It's
is
so
crazy.
fascinating.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's mad.
Because I remember when I first met him, and I'm sure even a year ago, it was very basic. It was
Really?
nowhere near full sentences
Yeah.
and stuff. But he's sort of getting there now.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's so interesting to see.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is he at the sort of why phase? Does he always ask why?
Yeah, but yeah. I think he's been doing that a while.
Oh,
I
really?
think. I mean, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But a lot of that. Why do you have to work when I'm trying to work from home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you say why you have to work, and then you get a why. You get the second why
Double
come
down.
through.
Okay, because I have to get money. Okay, what does that mean?
Why? Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well,
So
I
that
don't
can
know.
eat.
I
and
don't
you've got to
know.
boil it down to that.
Yeah.
To keep you alive, you little.
Pay these fucking bills.
I bet parents do want to say that.
Yeah, that's so
So,
true.
Lou, what do you reckon? Day as a 5-year-old ideal. What would it be?
Mine.
Yeah.
Bro, for me, 5-year-old Lewis was loving. What was that? Like puppet animated show with the spaceships. There was 5 spaceships, and it was like a rocket. It was like, what was it called?
That's ringing a very slight bell.
There was like a fat green rocket, like a tall thin red rocket.
I don't know if I know what you're on about here, mate. A cartoon.
It was like, I think
TV
it was
show sort of thing.
puppet originally.
I'm not sure I know what you're on about.
Kids.
Have I just broken that?
It's just the clip to tie the
Yeah,
wire down, I think.
Oh, I don't know. That, I think it would just be...
Got that on record as well. You're fucking going down.
I don't know what it is still. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I think I'd just probably crack that on the TV and have some cheese on toast. Mate, cheese on toast as a kid, that was for me. With a bit of brown sauce on
When was
top.
the last time you ate it?
It's a long time ago.
Why?
I don't know.
If it gets you this much froth, just crack a bit of it.
I like a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on my cheese on toast. Originally, that's where I would have brown sauce. That's why I started
Cheese on
liking
toast?
brown sauce.
What, from 5?
From 5.
That is
See,
yeah.
to me, brown
Yum.
sauce is an adult condiment.
Do you two like brown sauce?
It's quite. I don't know if I know. It's quite vinegary, is it?
Yeah, it's like more tart than like a...
It's
Ketchup.
alright. It's alright, but I probably wouldn't go for
No.
it.
I'm not
Really?
a fan, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really given it a proper go, though, you know.
No.
It's written off pretty early.
It's
Yeah.
mental to me that a 5-year-old's eating it.
I know.
It's the kind of thing that my granddad should be eating.
That is such a little, 5-year-old granddad.
Or Steve.
Sitting
Or
around
me.
the table.
Or me.
It's actually still
Yeah.
right. It's so on brand.
It is. I was a 5-year-old granddad.
Did
to
you
be
wear
honest with
slippers?
you.
Did you wear a
I
lot of
did wear
slippers
slippers, yes.
Yeah.
I used to wear moccasin slippers.
Roast beef and a
Sorry.
trifle on a Sunday.
I used to have a Sunday tea at 12 o'clock and have sandwiches. No, I used to have a roast dinner at 12 o'clock and then tea and sandwiches at 6 o'clock every Sunday.
See that? What is nuts though? What is nuts though is that I know on a Saturday you were at an Italian dinner having pasta
Yes.
and wine.
Yes.
And
Yes.
everyone's emotional.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of talking, a lot of yapping.
That is true.
Yeah.
You're half English, but you're the most Brexit of the lot of us.
Yeah, you carry a very strong Brexit, but a very strong Italian. And
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
completely different.
And that means that and the two perfectly balance themselves out, I think. It's like a balance sort of thing. So yeah, I've got that Italian love and bash but I'm also an Englishman.
Matt,
Yorkshireman.
which bit do you think comes through more?
Probably English. I think English these
The
days.
Yorkshireman comes through strongest.
Yeah. I think that my humour is more English denominated, just through the dry sarcasm side of my
Yeah.
sick and twisted, like just incredible taste in humour.
Yeah.
And I just think I'm an Englishman. Yeah.
He just loves a pork pie.
I've got mustard in my fridge now.
Yeah, see.
I bought mustard. So,
Nice mustard.
yeah.
Bit of mustard.
But what would so have we done both of us now? Or everyone on the ideal 5-year-old day?
I don't even know what I was like at 5. I
It
was a
would
bit
have
of a
been-
nature freak as a kid.
That does, yeah,
Yeah.
that's on brand.
All I was trying to do to pin it down, there was a day when I went into school, and you know the little shirts you wear with the little pocket on your chest.
Oh, yeah.
We had like a field and then some like oak trees and that. And there was just this log that was sort of rotting away, and we used to turn it over and it would just be crawling with bugs.
Yeah.
And one day I came home.
Wait, the same log every day?
It was always there, yeah, sort of in the sort of damp area. And then,
Damp area.
yeah, like under these massive trees. You know what kids like, they'll
Yeah,
just
I
start
know.
fucking about with mud. And,
I know, you can't. I know, it's insane. You just can't go to not do anything.
and yeah, so that day I went home and I'd filled my shirt pocket up with maggots.
You brought home a shirt back of maggots home for your mum.
I came home like, yeah, look, Mum, see what I've got.
And it was
She
a
was
load
like, you
of...
need to take that off.
Well, it wasn't even like wood lice. It was maggots.
Where were they? Were they alive still, wriggling around in your pocket?
Yeah, they were fucking alive. They were really tiny.
Could you feel them when you're walking around?
No. Mate, I was just so at one with bugs back then.
That is sick.
That's literally
Yeah.
like if we'd been in Viet in the jungle and Matt would have just been like letting the leeches go.
Yeah. You were
There
the
is
most.
an element of that
yeah.
still in me, though. That I'm,
You are very liberal with the leeches. I remember
Yeah.
being
Well, yeah.
speaking to Matt in Vietnam. I was freaking the fuck out, and Matt was very relaxed about these leeches.
They did get me a little bit, though.
Once
little
it
fuckers.
started getting you, did it scat you? Or were you still?
I didn't like it. It was more the fact that it was a sort of, it was almost like the waves of attack coming on, wasn't it? You had to just keep checking your ankles to flick them off your shoe.
That was it. I looked more at the ground than I did up at the woods.
That was my only issue.
It was the most. It was like that was the most stressful part of it.
100%.
The whole trip.
Just the
of the leeches coming for you.
You can say just to the jungle. But like having to be on that level of high alert for something to fucking. There's something about you just getting attacked.
Yeah.
Like,
mate.
Mad though. Like, there was monkeys swinging around above our heads and
I know.
mad birds and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, like we saw a snake as well, didn't we? We walked past
In the middle of the path.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just fighting off leeches the whole time.
Yeah.
It was almost a
Would
blessing.
you have changed anything about the jungle bit?
Yeah, to not go down that path that said, don't go down this path.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then when he took us through that swamp at the
Yeah.
alligator lake, we
You
did a
lost
little
it a
figure
little
of
bit
eight
there,
there.
You were not happy with that. Yeah, man. What I would have done differently is I would have got on that boat at Croc Lake. I wish we got on the boat at Croc Lake. Imagine that we
Why
were on
didn't we?
get a
I
little wooden
know.
boat.
Why didn't we do it?
We were just in a bad mood, I think, from the leeches and stuff.
I think our
We-
asses went as well.
Oh,
That was a little wooden boat, and
We could
we
have
were in
done
a lake
that.
full of crocs.
Yeah, we
I
should.
think our asses went a little
was
bit.
it scat? I don't remember the scat element.
I think there was an element of we don't need to we don't need to get in this
can't-
boat surrounded by crocs.
Would it have made a difference if we'd been from the hut seeing loads of them? Would you have been more or less inclined to do it? Because we saw what, like 2?
Yeah.
Two what? Sorry,
Two crocs.
leeches.
I did see quite a few actually.
Oh,
Where they were
really?
just doing fuck all. I could just see like
Oh,
the sort of
yeah.
2 lumps.
Little
in their
lumps
eyes.
in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
That'd
would
be
have
a
gone
mad
the boat.
experience, though, wouldn't it? You've
I
got to
don't
row
know.
yourself around. Like, imagine if you just put your oar down on a croc.
Well,
what happens
yeah.
then?
I don't get it. The boats were quite low as well. I don't remember them being like high board on them.
No,
They
it
were
was
like,
literally just a
a
little
croc
row.
could have easily fucking cracked you, man.
That's what sort of
Oh, is it? I don't remember.
that would have been quite gas. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking would have scattered.
The night safari was good, but we did just kept seeing the same thing, didn't we? Like those deer sort of things.
Did
We
we see
saw
a
some
cat?
wildcats, didn't we? Yeah.
I saw this little kitten thing. That was quite nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. And it was like porcupines and shit. like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it just the 4 of us on that tour? It was just. Was it?
The whole thing was so weird, mate.
It was
we've
only
never.
us on that
It
island.
was the most
Yeah.
deserted fucking place. That was fucking weird.
When we said we need dinner, and they almost had closed down the restaurant,
Yeah.
and the
And
guys
then they
fucking like,
well, it literally served us bin.
and we had to pay more than we had to pay like a £5, I think, for that meal. Or
Really?
it'd just be like a £1.
And
So you
those
had to
other
bribe
lads
them.
were eating so many other things, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, what? And we
tasted
just
like
got
shit.
given one thing.
Yeah. We only got the choice of whatever it was. Yeah.
Really?
noodles with like binny vegetables.
That
mate.
beanie vegetables, man.
And
That
like
was
beef.
disgusting.
And I remember scatting about the meat.
Oh, really?
Because the whole fucking thing smelt of bin.
Yeah, it did.
That was
I
an
think-
experience. That going to
yeah.
bed that night, just thinking, fuck me.
Full of bins and just.
So sick, man.
Just thinking, there's so much that would crawl in here, but we've just got like this net around us, and
Oh, the
I had quite a lot of faith in the.
The nets
it
are
felt
good.
secure.
Yeah.
The gaff felt. I'd say the little hut thing felt
Yeah.
great.
yeah, I
They
think we
were-
had some scatty spider in the corner of our toilet when we went in, which is a bit like so.
Oh, that's not what you
The
want
lads
when
are
you
getting
get in there. That's not what you want. I don't remember Lewis having any of that. Other than the leeches coming out your ass.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
You did, yes.
Well, anyway,
There was an inspection. There was an audit done.
Wait, no, I don't want this being a Gavin and Stacey Uncle Bryn thing. No, we just
Okay, let's talk about it.
leech checks. Let's just leave it at that. Leech checks.
Okay.
I remember though, Lou, when we said goodnight to Matt and Luce, and we went, because you remember, Matt, ours was down like an extra part.
Yeah.
Yours was on
Yeah,
almost the
yeah.
main road, and ours was in deeper behind. I remember Lou just like looking at me, and he was like, it was a bit of a like genuine. The subtext was like, right, I'm gonna level with you here. This is it. This is baseline Lou here. This is him. He is on his knees here. Not begging me, but just generally like, I am stressed.
Really? Did I say that to you? Did I just say that we're at sort of crisis levels?
Did you think you had a leech up your ass for hours before?
I just
addressing
didn't
it?
know what I was going to find when I got back to that room.
Yeah, you were. I remember you saying at dinner that you had found
I found that bad.
the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
scat-inducing thing. It's leeches now.
really
Your most
bad.
hated.
Really fucking bad.
Yeah, it was just. You were just so done with it, and it was.
Yeah.
I think it was the stress because at that point as well, we didn't know that the next day was going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought it was going to be exactly the same,
Another day of
And-
going to
yeah.
war.
and that we were
Shut yourself
just
in your mosquito net,
we
ready
were
to go
going
to
to
war again.
fucking battle the leeches all day.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
And we got the socks on day 2, didn't we?
exactly.
We did.
And then we get there, and he knows to say, okay, he knows, right, okay, there are fucking leeches around, let's not.
Mm.
Mind you, saying that fucking Croc Lake was day 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When he took us in the marsh, so maybe he didn't learn.
It did get a
Yeah.
bit better. I think I just needed to understand what leeches are like. I kind of thought they were like ticks, you know, where they just stick to you
Berry, more of a
forevermore.
berry. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I knew that they were just going to be there for 10 seconds, take a drop and then drop off.
Is that what they do?
That's what he said. Yeah, 30 seconds and then
30 seconds.
they can't absorb any more than like 2 drops of blood, so they just do that and then.
Well, and you would have, at that point, would you have just not worried about it? And just, if you
Well,
felt
that
one
made
in
me
your-
feel less scat. Yeah, but I kind of didn't believe him at the time because you're like, what else do you tell people to get 'em to just
Yeah.
fucking get on with it?
Yeah.
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 But he said they live 30 days. If they get a drop or 2 of your blood, they can live for 30 days. So like they're just once they've got that, they're set.
Yeah. And there were just so many of them.
They must fuck up the animals that live there.
Yeah.
Imagine how much the monkeys. I guess.
Yeah.
Do the
Grooming.
leeches get up the trees? Is that part of why the monkeys?
Oh, I reckon, yeah.
You reckon they do?
I reckon they don't. I think they're like looking for.
They need the moisture.
Yeah, they're looking for like deer, rabbits, that kind of thing, like low ground level stuff. I think, low ground level mammals.
Monkeys are activating a bit of a rooftop.
Yeah, they can get up there,
Yeah.
and monkeys groom each other. So even if maybe they did
You
get
probably
one,
see them flipping
That's
it
true.
off, actually,
yeah, yeah,
Because they must get them sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Shall we have the next
The next VN.
next sending in?
I mean, I don't think we answered Sophie's question, but very interesting conversation. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sophie.
We
Thank
didn't get
you,
yours. We got Lou's, and mine was to fill up my pockets with maggots, wasn't it? That's where we ended up there.
Yeah. 3
We've
bullet
ended up in
points.
VN.
Okay, Baz. To wrap it up. 3 bullet points. You're at 5. Dream day at 5.
Garden football.
I
yeah.
got football.
Garden.
Oh, garden.
Garden football.
Yeah, lovely.
Goal up the end of the. Goal
Yeah.
up the end. Little inflatable ball, just whacking it and
Class.
missing 90% of the time.
Class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Okay. Right, this next one is from Laura. Thanks, Laura, for sending in your voice note. I'm just going to put the phone up to the screen. Let's see what Laura's got to say.
Hi boys, really looking forward to listening to your podcast. I've got a question to ask you. I've always wondered, have you ever had a crush on someone or something that you really shouldn't have? They don't necessarily have to be a person either. Interested to know
I
the
can see where this
deets.
is going.
Bye.
Right.
Laura sounded like she could have been on telly there.
Yeah.
That was like a phone-in. That was like a proper phone-in.
Yeah, it
like
was.
that was like
That was
IT.
TV presenter mode. That.
Yeah.
That was very professionally done, to say.
We've got this podcast thing locked down, man. But yeah.
You reckon? Intro in it. Cheers, Law. Yeah, cheers.
So have I ever had a crush on something or someone that I
You
shouldn't
know, like
have?
the M&M.
Oh,
That's the angle on this.
M&M.
Those plates.
You know
The-
what colour, Lou.
The green M&M.
You know what colour.
With the lips.
I know the green M&M.
Those voluptuous lips.
Oh, fuck this.
Jeez.
All I've said, their party line on this has always been and will always be, they didn't have to. I'm saying they didn't have to do it. So someone in there has said, should we make her a bit sexy? And someone else
Yeah.
has gone, yeah.
I think actually we should.
How are we going to do that? And
Yeah.
then some animator has sat on some program and like just made that.
They pushed the limits of how fit you can make an M&M before without it looking like actually like
It's the
softcore
pictures-
porn.
the pictures
They
that make
reached
me
the,
laugh.
the limit.
The pictures that make me laugh is just like when it's the full body as well. The full
Yeah.
body's brilliant because
Yes.
you've got the M&M and then you've just got the legs.
Yeah. They're tiny little stick legs on this massive bowling ball thing.
Because there is no way,
No.
no way to make any sort of M&M
Does-
leg that
can-
looks good.
Can I ask something? Does she? I actually cannot remember. I don't. Has she got breasts? Does she not have breasts?
I don't think so. I think she's a M&M.
She's an
Just a bald
M&M.
leg.
I think she's a bean.
She's.
shape.
She's She's our bin.
M&M's and beans now.
Okay, there's the name of our first. There's the name of the title of the podcast. M&M's and beans, man. That's what happened. M&M's and beans.
She's a bean.
It's episode 1. She's a bean. That is fantastic.
Oh,
Do you reckon? Do you reckon they've sold any more M&M's because of that sexy green M&M bean?
100%. 100%.
She has closed them a bit of business.
I don't know. I don't know.
How much do we talk about M&M still? When was the last time you had an M&M?
I haven't had an M&M in ages.
And
to
yet
be
we
fair.
still talk about them every time.
Yeah.
You don't
You
talk
know,
about Smarties, do
I've
you?
only got
No.
I've only got that plate for a reason. You know, I bought the merch.
Yeah.
Well, I had the merch bought for me. Thank you, Laura Pay.
Yeah. That's true, actually. Yeah, that is very
You're
true.
loyal.
You are loyal to M&M's. Would you say that
Less
M&M is
so
the
now.
coolest?
One of the weirdest attempts at a brand evolution that I've ever had. I think, looking back at it, when at one point I had a phone case, keys, 3 plates and a bowl,
That is pretty fucked up.
and a tote bag. That's
And a tote
way
bag.
too much.
Wow, I didn't
Did you
know
get it
that.
all from Piccadilly?
No, my
Let's
dad
just
bought me
swear.
something.
Your
My
dad's
dad
getting you
bought
an
me
M&M.
a fucking- I think I had the keys, and I had the. I think I had the keys. I had the phone case, and my mum and dad were like, "What's going on there?" And I was just like, "I'm just loving him at the moment."
Bit of an M&M thing at the
And then
moment.
my dad went up. It was maybe like a month later. He was at home and he went up. He was walking up the main road, and they went into the charity shop, and there was just these M&M plates there.
Oh,
And he went back, and he got one. He got the yellow one, and he came back and he said, "Oh, I got you this." And he didn't know whether I was gonna love it or be like, "What the fuck is this?"
oh.
But when I was like, "Oh, that's fucking sick,"
Yeah.
he went back to the charity shop and bought the other two.
The other two.
No way.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. And
That
then he
is
brought them all back. And I
brilliant.
was like, "I didn't know you'd love it that much." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I fucking love
That's
it."
class. Yeah, that's fucking class.
Yeah. So don't know, but it's in the past now.
Yeah.
Do still have the plates though. Do still
Yeah.
have the plates. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there you go. There's the main answer, I think.
Fine.
Great M&M.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's mine at least.
Nice. Nice.
Can you top the green M&M, or do you want to move on?
Someone used to talk about the flushed away. Something like that. Was that you, Lou?
No,
maybe
I
that
don't
was
like the
Shark
rats.
Tale?
I don't like the rats from Flushed Away.
That's a famous one.
The,
I think liking a rat would be weird.
the in Shark Tale there is that mermaid sort of thing.
She's a fish, isn't she?
Fish. Yeah, she's a fish. I've always found her to be quite curvacious.
She's a classic one. Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, you know that
She's a
scene.
classic.
You know that scene when
Who
he's
knows the
coming
guy?
back. He's like, he's been out in the city. He like comes back up his fish apartment lift,
I don't
and
remember.
the elevator doors of his fish apartment, and she's stood there at the other end with these massive French windows, looking onto a fish city, and she turns and spins and like looks at him, and she is just the fittest fish I've ever
Like it
seen.
could be Tom Cruise.
It literally, yeah, it was like meant. I
It's
think it
Tom
was meant
Cruise
to
and
like,
Scarlett
yeah,
Johansson. Yeah.
exactly. I mean, they made her curvy. Do you know what I mean? Like she was.
Well, we've discussed. Yeah.
so
Well, she wasn't a bean.
she wasn't a bean. She was a fish. I think. So I'm gonna go with her from Shark Tale. I think.
Okay.
So Matt, over to you. Attractive
Oh,
attracted
God.
thing.
Attractive thing. I don't know if I've got any from films, you know. Maybe a bit of a Princess Fiona from Shrek.
Oh, what the non-ogre?
Shrek version.
As in like the the Shrek version. Bro, no, come on.
I'll just be down with Shrek like that, you know.
She's attractive.
And she does like farting.
Yes.
If
She
you get
likes
the
that.
Shrek version,
Yes.
that's an added plus.
What do they stay as in the end?
Ogres.
They're keeping it ogre.
They
yeah.
grab
They
Ogre on
actually
it,
just
do
say,
they,
fuck
anyway?
it, this is what we like, so we're going to be ogres. Which is surprising. I would have probably just genuinely gone human. I would have gone human.
Yeah, because
In
they
the
ran.
end.
Well, Fiona changed, and then Shrek gave her a second chance.
Yeah. What's the one where Shrek turns into a human?
That's
That
the
was
one
a
I mean.
good. That was a good follow-up episode, wasn't it?
Don't they
Shrek too.
change to and from a few times, or is
Do
it
they?
only one movie?
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen the one time, I think.
In the first movie, does Shrek turn into a human for a bit?
Nah, that's Shrek 2, and the fairy godmother comes along.
Oh yeah, with the
and shit
poison
starts
and all
getting in
that.
trouble.
Yes.
I watched that one recently.
How did it go? How was it?
She's a
Yeah.
bitch,
It's
though.
pretty good.
Yeah.
The wobblers are where Shrek gets you a lot of the time.
Yeah.
isn't
So good. My favourite scene from any Shrek movie is the gingerbread man storming the castle.
Oh yeah.
That is my favourite scene. When that gumdrop button comes off and he goes, my gumdrop button. I fucking, and then he goes, fucking wallops the
Yeah,
castle.
that's so
it? The
good.
drama
And then
of
it's,
that,
I need
yeah.
a hero.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's the soundtrack for that bit?
That is banging.
That's
Is
true
banging.
action, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had the PS game of it. And
Did
that-
you?
The gas at that level.
Yeah, I had it as well.
Remember the hype that you used to be able to get for games like that? If a good game came out of the movie, fucking hell.
I
They'd
know.
all be the same fucking game, wouldn't they? Just different characters from the film.
But
that you've
how
seen.
did they make them so good then?
I
And now they
know.
can't. They
It's-
literally can't make a game that I enjoy playing. They
Horrendous.
can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, as a kid, wouldn't have thought twice about buying Cars the game. And I actually did have Cars the game. And it was superb. It was exactly what I needed it to be for that. Like, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, what if I replayed it now? What would I think to it then?
Was it the free roam one
Um,
where you could go
I think so.
cut about radio?
Yeah, I
streams?
think so. I think so.
I played that like 5 years ago again.
Really?
Yeah, I cracked a PS2 on it.
I tell you what was refreshing, getting Lego Star Wars on the PS5. That has been nice.
Even that, I only played it once. How many times have you played it?
I think once. I do think it was once. But for like 2.5 hours, which for me is actually not too bad.
Yeah. It is class
So-
going back, isn't it?
Yeah, that was some nice nostalgia.
How did we
Yeah.
get onto that?
We're talking about Matt's crush, and then
Oh, it was Shrek, and then we went from Shrek to the game.
oh yeah, bloody hell.
Very good.
Okay,